So when is NEET PG 2025? Hi, I'm Dr. Debarati. I secured an All India rank of 4494 in NEET PG 2024. And in this video, I'll be answering the question of when is the tentative date of NEET PG 2025. I have been receiving a lot of comments in my past videos regarding this particular topic. I have tried my best to answer them, but because of the sheer volume of people who are actually worried about this, I felt like it would be really nice if I made a separate video about it. So I hope this is helpful to you. So let's get started. To begin this video, we'll first analyze the trends of the past few years. Let's start with the year 2021. In the year 2021, because of COVID, the exam was postponed and was finally held in September. The counseling process continued till April and NEET PG 2022 was held on 21st May. Regarding the counseling process of NEET PG 2022, it continued till pretty late till next year, January 2023, and NEET PG 2023 was held on March 5th. Now a lot of students even protested against the early date of the exam, but the board NB was very firm on their decision, and the decision came 10 days before the exam. There was a hearing in Supreme Court and everything, but ultimately the exam was held on March 5th and it didn't get postponed that year. The counseling for last year, that is NEET PG 2023, it started around August and it continued till the end of the year. Now we all know what happened this year because nobody has seen anything like it. It is beyond our wildest imaginations what happened this year. To start with, the first date they gave was on March 3rd. Then they postponed it to July 7th. Then they preponed it to June. And then finally the exam was held on August 11th. And obviously when I'm shooting this video, that is on November 8th, it is supposed to begin today and it hasn't begun yet. So let's see what happens about that. But I'm pretty sure the counseling process cannot end before January or February. Now let's take the counseling process continues till February. That doesn't mean the exam cannot happen in March. As we saw in the case of the year 21 and 22, the counseling of 21 ended in April and the exam for 22 happened in May. So it doesn't mean the exam cannot happen in March. Now, if you ask me what is a realistic tentative date of NEET PG 2025, I would say take it as March. Take it as the first week of March. The exam cannot possibly happen before that because the counseling process will take time and I am expecting it to continue till at least February, including the stray rounds and everything. So the earliest the exam that can happen is the first week of March. So it's always better to be prepared than not be prepared. The main controversy that's going on right now is whether the exam would happen in May, June or March. Why even consider the later months? That's my question to you. What is wrong with being prepared for an exam? Suppose the exam happens in March, then you are well and good, you are prepared. But the exam doesn't happen in March, then it's all the more better because then you get extra months for revision. And I can confirm the fact that if you decide to utilize the time that you get, it would only boost your rank. Ultimately, it's revision that boosts your rank. In my case, I did the first read, then I did 2 complete revisions of the main notes before switching over to BTR, and I cannot even count the number of times I have actually revised BTR. It's at least 3-4 times, the whole thing, BTR, bonus BTR, including the exam and discussion and everything. And that's the amount of revisions you need to get a rank under 5,000. There are people who are even asking me in the comments, if I do BTR, can I rank within 20,000? Why are you even targeting 20,000? Because if you target 20,000, you'll rank 30,000. I targeted 1,000 and I ranked 4,000. And that's just about it. You always have to keep your target high. You always have to be prepared for the worst, because we know at this point NB doesn't care about the students' mental health. to be very honest, they can do anything they want. They can take the exam on March. The exam can happen around like May, June, maybe August next year. No one knows. No one can tell you the date other than NB, and sadly, I don't have any people in NB. So what I can tell you is what you need to be prepared for, and you need to be prepared for the worst. And the worst possible case for next year is the exam happening in March. And you have to prepare keeping that in mind. The strategy that I would recommend is completing the first read by December and then keep January and February for 2 revisions, because it doesn't make sense going to take the exam without 2 complete revisions. Then if the exam happens in March, then it's over, well and good. If the exam doesn't happen in March, well, then you get the time to finish what was unfinished. Like say you couldn't watch the exam and discussion of a subject, or like you missed out on an important topic because it was vast and you didn't have the time to understand it, then take up those parts and sit down with it. And that's what you're supposed to do when the exam is postponed. If the exam is postponed, I'll definitely make a detailed video about what to do at that point. But right now, I want you to think that the exam is in March, and I want you to be prepared for it. Because if you take the exam to be in May and it happens in March, you'll be in a lot of trouble. You'll not have finished your revisions, and trust me, more than not finishing revisions, it's the mental pressure that you get thinking that you are getting 2 months less than you originally imagined. Like that hampers your preparation even more. You constantly get these panic attacks, and that's not good for anyone. So you have to be prepared. You always have to expect the unexpected, expect the worst from NB. This year they have actually proved that they don't care about the aspirants at all. So like if you're still reasoning that no, they cannot take the exam before May or before June or say before August because this year it's so very late, then well, my friend, you are in a delusion. At this point, anything can happen. So I'll keep this video short. I hope you heard what you needed to hear, and nobody can tell you the exact date of NEET PG 2025. And at this point, even God doesn't know, because God gave up on NB long time back. Yes, that's the hard fact. So consider the exam to be in March and prepare accordingly. That's it. That's my advice to you all. Always be prepared. Always keep pushing, keep fighting, and never give up. You still have enough time to crack the exam, even if it is in March. And if you're worried about how to like start your preparation, or like you are having problem with time management, you can check the video links in the description. I'll put the links there of my other videos. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to share this video with someone who is having panic attacks by thinking when is the exam, or like how to even go about it. I hope they find it really useful. And that's it. Bye for now. And thank you all for watching.